Welcome back to Talking Too Much with Hannah O'Reilly. I'm Hannah O'Reilly, and this is episode 29. Happy New Year, guys. 2026. It's here. I love New Year's. I love feeling like we're starting a new era. We can start fresh. And people are like, I don't like New Year's resolutions. You should be trying to change yourself all year round. Okay, I do that too. I'm not just dedicating January to that. But I do love the feeling of a new year. And I'm excited for this one. We are locking in. Dylan and I, all weekend long, we're like, all right, we're locking in on Sunday. Yeah, I started mine Sunday. Yeah, I'm ahead of the game. I'm like, we're starting Sunday. It was a little weird that New Year's was on, was it Wednesday? Well, New Year's Eve was Wednesday, and then Thursday, New Year's Day. And then it's like, all right, now it's Friday, now it's Saturday, now it's let's just get to the next week. So we're here, back to reality, back to work. I hope everyone had a good holiday season. I had a great time, but I was ready for it to be done. To be honest, I'm tired. I need routine. I'm over it. Okay. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's beat it. When do we stop saying Happy New Year? Okay. It's the 5th. I probably am at the tail end of the cutoff of this. But someone let me know when you think we're done saying it. Cause I know people will be saying it until February and it's huh? But I'm trying to think of everything I did. It's so funny. So everyone loved the episode with my sister and we had such a good time filming it and we're loving the positive feedback. And I went back to obviously watch it and edit it and whatever. And some of the stuff in there didn't end up happening. So we're watching it and I'm saying in there I can't wait to have one of my friends' cinnamon rolls and we're going to enjoy them, blah, blah, blah. She ended up not feeling great and not making them. And I'm just damn. But that was one part. But the other part was, I'm going to go into the brunch with my healthy eating habits and a new look on balance. Womp, 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 womp. So that was just funny to watch. But I'm glad everyone loved that episode. Yeah, we had a fun time with it. And Colleen can't wait to come back. So she's already started sewing. So we're going to have her back on in her new outfit with her new bag, whatever she ends up making. So my brunch was last Sunday. And I'll be honest, it is just, I love having all my friends over and doing things. I don't know if hosting is for me. It is so overwhelming to host. I even use my time wisely. We put in food orders ahead of time and then I was cleaning the house days in advance, had everything laid out, and there's still so much that needs to get done. And then people come in and they need things, obviously, and you want to make sure everyone's doing okay. And everyone kept saying, we're having a great time. You need to relax. And I just can't. It's very, I don't know, justice for the host. If you're a host, justice for you. Okay, you deserve to sit down and kick your feet up too. So anyway, that was on Sunday. I don't even know if I mentioned this, but the day before the brunch, Dylan and I went to my friend's Pilates studio opening. So she opened a studio called Alchemized Pilates. It's in Emmaus if you're living in the Lehigh Valley area. And I've never done Pilates. It's reformer Pilates. I've never done Pilates. I've definitely never done reformer Pilates. But we went and it was the studio itself is just so cute. I'm signing up. Let me say that. That goes into me locking in also. And the vibe in there, they have a disco ball. It's dim lighting. The instructors were super sweet. Obviously, Maria and her mom are super sweet. Love them. So just you just feel comfortable. You ever go to a gym and you're everyone hates me. Everyone wants me dead. I better leave. I didn't feel that way at all here. But so I'm excited to start. I don't even know when my first class is going to be. It better be soon because we started locking in yesterday. But let me know if anyone deals with this. So they had us try out the reformer machines, which was great because now I kind of feel I know what I'm doing. But I have vertigo or slight vertigo. I have inner ear issues, whatever. And if I have my head tilted at a certain angle for too long, when I get up, I'm nauseous for the rest of the day. And it's very annoying. You can power through it. It's not so debilitating, but it's enough that you're I feel off. And I got up from the machine and I was oh no. I didn't even think about it when I was doing it. And this happens when I get my eyebrows done too. I get my eyebrows threaded and they like knead my head like all the way back and I'm like pulling on my eyebrow, which I still don't understand why I have to do that. But I get up and I'm like, I can't lean my head back that far. And same when I'm sleeping on my pillow, like it has to be at a certain angle. So I was talking to Maria, who opened the studio, about this, and she was saying that they sell some sort of foam piece that I can put under my back to like, something about like keeping your chest higher than your head will help. I'm going to do a little more research, but I'm going to get that. If anybody else has any other recommendations, because I really, really want to do these classes and like lean in and not have to worry, like, is my head at the right angle? Am I doing the movements right? Like, it's too much to think about. Like, you just want to decompress. Let me know. I don't want to be taking like 700 Dramamine before I go in for a Pilates class. Like, that's not going to make me feel good. So let me know, because I really, really want to do this. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm just so pumped, and it'll just be a cute way to meet friends and hang out. And I don't know. I'm just really excited. So thank you to Maria and her mom for opening the studio. I have no excuse now but to lock in. Dylan and I went and saw The Handmaid. No, not Handmaid. I said this last time. I'm like, is it Handmaid? Is it Housemaid? Housemaid's Tale? It's Housemaid. It's Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it's a psychological thriller. And it's about a young girl, Sydney Sweeney, who goes to work for Amanda Seyfried's family as their housemaid. So she's in charge of cleaning up. She's in charge of picking the daughter up from dance. And there's just like a lot of twists and turns to it. And I want to know if anybody has seen it. I thought it was good. It was a good movie to just like sit and like shut your brain off. Well, I guess not really shut your brain off because you do kind of have to pay attention, but it was good to just like chill. And we got the recliners. Like it was a premiere experience. I would say I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 8. I love psychological thrillers, but I watched that one, and then I watched 2 more movies over the weekend, and they just did not hit the way Hello, Darling hit. Like, that psychological thriller with Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, like, that's what I want. These ones, not as great. I'm glad I saw Housemaid for the sake that, like, I'm in on the conversation. I was actually just talking to my sister, and she just saw it, and she gives it an 8, 8.5. I'll get a 7.5, 8. Let me know your thoughts. I thought it was good. I like Sydney Sweeney. I like Amanda Seyfried. Amanda Seyfried's actually from the Lehigh Valley. Shout out. She's from Allentown, where I live. So I don't know. Maybe one day we'll bump into each other, like on our little walks or something. She's like a huge name that came out of here. And I remember when I first found out she was from the Lehigh Valley, like she was pretty big, but like not as big as she is now. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is like doing things. Like this is crazy. Huge win for Allen High School. Okay. So speaking of the movies, like let me ask you this. What is proper movie etiquette? So you go, okay, so now this is a theater where you can order food to your seat, like boneless wings, wraps, sandwiches, burgers, like soda, whatever. It's great. I love it. I think it's such a cool concept. And honestly, the workers, like they don't interrupt the movie. Like they have some sleuthy way of getting you your food, and I really appreciate that. It's not like, you know, like what are these people, like move, get out of the way. That's so rude. Move, get out of the way as they're doing their job. But they have a good system down, which I like. But now here's the thing, okay? Are movie theaters like Panera where you don't have, oh no, at Panera you do have to clean up after yourself. Okay, bad example. I guess like a diner. Like, do you have to clean up after you're done? Like, are you expected to take all the trash and take it out into the hallway trash can? Or is that like you don't have to worry about it, the workers do it? Like obviously I throw my stuff out. But sometimes I'm like, am I supposed to be doing all this? Like am I supposed to be making sure every single thing is picked up? Is that like, what is the protocol? I just am going to keep picking it up because like why not? But are like the workers coming in being like, why did nobody clean up their stuff? Or is it like a given? You know? Even the popcorn things or like all the candy wrappers, like the soda, like we're supposed to throw that out, right? Because I looked around and there's a lot of stuff everywhere. I'm like, oh, am I in the wrong? So let me know down below what you think about that. Speaking of like cleaning up and eating out in diners and blah, blah, blah. So Dylan and I went to a diner yesterday. I was in Connecticut and I was leaving and we stopped at a diner for lunch before I hit the road, Jack. And okay, we sit down and we're pretty tired. Like it's been a long couple weeks and like, even extroverts need a break sometimes too. And we just we weren't yapping as much as normal, but we're still talking. I'm not going to just sit here in complete silence. But I noticed the family next to us, it was a husband and wife and their daughter. We're not saying a word the entire breakfast. And I see this all the time. I feel I go to some of these restaurants and families are not saying anything to each other. People are on their phones. They're just eating. All I could hear was the clinking of the fork on the plate. I'm like, is everyone okay over there? And then the daughter opened her mouth. Okay? Started talking about how her boyfriend had 3 dogs. They all died. She needs to get the bond money back from her friend. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm with the mom and dad here. We're going to go back to silence. It seemed like she had a lot of drama. Then she's yelling at her dad for eating too much. I'm like, okay. Take me back. But it just got me thinking, how are you going to go out to dinner with people and not say a word? Even Dylan and I, if there was a silence for too long, I'm like, all right, we got to talk. Or even we acknowledge, I'm too tired to talk right now. Fine, done deal. That's all right. I don't mind. I just thought that was so interesting. I'm like, I felt I wanted to chime in. I'm like, you guys all right? You like your food? How was your holidays? I don't know. It felt really, really bizarre. So that was just a little snippet of what I got up to. I wanted to mention the 2 other psychological thrillers that I watched, and now I can't remember their names. One was called Anniversary. It's about a family, and they're all the family members agree one side politically, and then the one family member doesn't, and just how that affects the dynamic of the house, and it wasn't great. I saw good things online. You never know what to trust. I go on TikTok. I'm like, what are the best psychological thrillers? And I go on and I'm like, these weren't even good. What? And then another one. Oh my gosh. I think it was a Netflix original. It's about a group of friends who get together because their one friend's getting married. It's an engagement party or a bachelor party or something. It's whatever. There's guys and girls in it. And one of the friends brings a game over where you put these headpieces on with wires and you can switch bodies with other people at the party. They don't get to choose though. They just switch, and then people have to guess who they are, and some of their mannerisms give away who they are, but then it starts to get a little dark because people are in other people's bodies and taking advantage of it. And I'll be honest, it wasn't great. Okay. Dylan falls asleep anytime we watch a movie, and I'll give him credit. He fell asleep a couple times during this and still was able to answer all my questions. I was paying attention. Eyes like this. If you're listening in the car, I just opened my eyes really wide, showing that I was paying attention. That's a New Year's resolution. If you're not watching this and you're listening in the car, you're listening on Spotify, whatever, I need to explain what's happening, because so many things with me are hand movements and facial expressions and picking up a drink, and it's not fair to you car listeners, okay? And I don't want you looking at the camera to see what I'm doing. So if you missed that, I was opening my eyes super wide to show that I was really intently paying attention. And now this is an impression of Dylan. My eyes are now shut. He's asleep watching the movie. Anyway, it was so confusing watching this movie, trying to say, is this person in this person's body? Who is this? Why did they say that? I couldn't keep up. It honestly was too much work for me. I didn't enjoy it. And I didn't even love the ending. I was just no. So, Anniversary, don't watch it. And if you see some show on Netflix that has to do with the bachelor party and playing a game where you switch bodies, don't watch that either. Housemaid, fine. Go see that. That's fine. That one's kind of worth it. And then it's a little more pop culture-y and you can be in on the conversation. Okay. Anyway. So we did that this weekend. We did a lot. I'm bouncing all over the place, but it was Christmas, and then we had a couple days where a million things were shoved into it. Then I had my brunch. Then I had one day to recover from brunch and clean up. Dylan's car died. Okay, if I have to call AAA one more time, I swear. I'm acting like I was the one calling. I didn't call the first time. I didn't call the second time. But if I have to be next to someone who's calling AAA one more time, I don't know what our lack of luck with our cars are. You know what I think it is? We really don't have car issues. I'll go a long time with no car issues. Just your normal oil change. Maybe it needs a new tire here and there, whatever. And same with Dylan. And then I feel all of a sudden everything hits at once, which I guess I would rather it be like that than I don't feel I don't know. I don't know what I'd rather nothing. But if I had to choose what kind of car issues I want to have, So anyway, his transmission died, and then he had to get it towed, and then like that took a lot out of us. And then I was editing the episode with Colleen, and then we had stuff the next day, and then it was New Year's Eve, and we literally like Mary Kate gets in my car, we drive to Jersey, we pick up Dylan, then we go from Jersey to Secaucus, which I know is still in New Jersey. We get on a train in Secaucus, then we go to New York City. We get there, we're getting ready quick, we have dinner reservations. It was a lot. Then I wake up the next day, I'm back to Jersey, then from Jersey to Connecticut, now I'm back in Pennsylvania. Like, I am just a world traveler, aren't I? I'm shocked I have this much pep in my step. What's your excuse? Did you go to Secaucus in New York and Connecticut and everywhere else in between? I don't think so. I'm such a soldier. I did have a couple moments of like, I'm tired, I feel a little sick, but I'm okay now. And we're right back into it. We're back at work. We're back doing the things. And I needed this. I needed the structure. I just was like, I slept great last night. You know, that's what I owe this to. And it's only night one, okay? So if this is me after night one, imagine me sleeping 2 good nights in a row. Yeah, I held up the number 2 with my fingers, you car listeners. So we're here. We're here. On this episode today, I really want to talk about just like really locking in. Like, no more excuses, no more crap, no more victim, no more woes. No. Okay? We're going after the things we want. Okay? You hear that, future me and me right now? We're going after the things we want. There are people out there right now, okay, running absolute circles around us. Okay? Now, there's people who also are doing absolutely nothing, and kudos to them, but that's not our competition. Our competition is hungry. Our competition is getting up early. They're going to bed early. They're eating good foods for their body. They're snatched, okay? They look good, and you know it. They look good. They look better than us. We're not going to stand for this anymore, okay? It's 2026. Now, I was looking back on my goals from 2025 and comparing, like, what did I accomplish, what did I not? And I think I definitely remember when I was doing my list for 2025 that I kind of was just going through I was just like, all right, I probably should add a couple more things on here, maybe do that. And it's like, we try to throw too much at the wall at once. And I don't want to do that this time around. Like, I know overall what I want to look and feel like and what I want to accomplish, and like I want to hustle. I know what I need to do to get there. So every day I want to decide, like, is this what I should do or is this what I should do? Not I'm going to do this every single day, and then every single night I'm going to do this, and then I want this. It's like, no. I have the overall picture and I have the bigger goals. I know the day-to-day decisions. Also, I think sometimes we think about the end goal immediately. And like, while that's great, we should always have that in the back of our head, I think it's important to remember that we really need to be 1% better than ourselves every single day. 1% better. Imagine you pick something today that you did that you're like, you know what, that held me back. I don't love that. And then the next day, you change it. The next day, you enhance it. I want to do more of that, less of this. Like, you start really laying out your days like almost like a game, like a video game, and you're trying to build this like perfect life for yourself. Okay? And what would you choose? Like, you're given 2 paths every day with every decision. Do I want to pick up my phone? Do I want to read a book? Do I want to go on a walk? Do I want to sleep in? We know, but in our heads, we're just like, I just want to be successful. Too big, too overarching. Okay? Let's just be successful in the decisions that we make every day. You know what I mean? Let's be successful in the decision of, am I going to bed early? Am I staying up late? I'm going to go to bed early. Successful. That's success. Am I waking up early? Am I hitting snooze? I'm going to wake up early. Successful. But now on the flip side, it can also go the other way. Am I waking up early? Am I hitting snooze? I don't feel well. I'm exhausted. I went to bed late. I need a couple more minutes. I need another hour, whatever, if you have the time. I'm going to hit snooze because I think that's going to help me perform better later in the day. Like, we need to know ourselves and adjust. I think it's so easy to like go online and watch whatever we watch and see people and be like, I'm just going to model exactly what they do. Okay, no, because they're like at the end of some of their goals and like we're just getting started. So to compare your beginning to their end is just like not fair to ourselves. Like honestly, we set ourselves up for failure. So I don't know. I just have like a lot of things that I want to accomplish and I want to do, and I'm just feeling very hungry right now. And I know that's like what comes with a new year and new me and new whatever, but I'm like everything I do, I feel I'm like so close. Like I'm like right there, and that's great because there were, I'm sure, times in my life when I was like 100 steps behind. And even with this pod alone, like sometimes I pull up old episodes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like the layout looks so different now. The editing is so different now. The lighting, all of it. So it's like, wow, if I just keep going and maybe think of some new things that I want to grow and become successful on, like, imagine what can happen in a couple months, Now, it's January. I want to get my habits and things that I know are good for me and things that are really going to launch me forward and help me feel that drive and all this, like, by the spring. Because I'm telling you, the minute springtime hits and it's nice out and I get one whiff of that air and the sun on my skin and the windows are open, I don't want to be feeling like crap. Okay? I want to be a hustler. Is hustler a bad term? I'm going to look that up. I am hungry. Okay? Also, I want to point out one way I plan to look snatched this year is I got a shark for Christmas. And I was so pumped because I haven't really curled my hair a ton. And finally, I feel like I'm going to be able to give myself some blowouts. Now, this is the first day I've taken it. This is the first day I've taken it out of the box. Again, if you're listening in the car, I'm showing my curls or, well, whatever you want to call these. And I love her. Like, it was like quick. Like, my hair was like such a frazzled mess. And I'm like, let me run this shark through it or whatever. And it was now I got some practice on my sister's shark. But it was so quick and easy to just like get my hair going. And I want to like perfect things that are going to make me feel good. And like, so I'm saying perfect. Okay. We don't need to put so much pressure on ourselves that everything's going to be perfect all the time. But like, just some form of energy or some form of effort. Like even just doing this, like I already was feeling better. I'm like, oh, suddenly I'm not tired of feeling sick anymore. Okay. Little shark through the hair does wonders for a woman. So it needs some work, and this side wasn't really cooperating too much, but that's okay. Also, I know that I want to continue to invest in my faith. I want to invest in myself, invest in my faith, invest in my health, invest in whatever. Okay? And the faith really, really is such the core thing for me. And I mean, I think I genuinely believe it's the core thing for everybody. Whether or not people choose to use it as their core thing is up to them. But when I make that my purpose and like really make that my focus, like everything else around me falls into place. Like opportunities start to arise. I'm not doing it for this, but I notice that opportunities arise and like I'm happier, I'm lighter. Like it really does change your life. And it's so easy to get comfortable though. Like that's what I really noticed with myself over the past, like I would say probably around September, I started really making changes with myself. I did before, but September I really noticed it, maybe because I was turning 30. You thought I was done bringing up that I'm 30 on these episodes? Think again. When I turned 30, I think I really opened my eyes to like, oh my gosh, wow, I've really like adjusted this in my life and adjusted this. And like, of course, there's still so many things I want to adjust and learn and whatever. But like, I was really putting my faith first, and I was not on my phone as much. I was being very present, very grateful, like putting energy into the things that I need to get done every day, not worrying about X, Y, Z, 100 million things going around my head that like are not worth my time or energy. And I noticed such a difference, like even just like a couple weeks, if that's all it was. Like, I was like, wow, those were like great. And I was so happy. And like, I remember one morning I woke up, I was emotional. That's how blessed I felt. And nothing crazy was happening at the time. Like I just got out of bed. I got out of bed, had a fridge full of food, had a couch to sit on. And I was like, I love my life. I love my life. But sometimes it's like easy to get comfortable with that and then like relapse in a way. Like I'm back on my phone. I'm back to going to bed late. Like it's almost like something happens, or like maybe you go away for a weekend and like you're thrown off your routine a little bit. And it's very hard to get back on that hamster wheel. And once you're off, it's like now I got to not only get back to the habits, I got to convince myself to even get on the hamster wheel. I've walked so far away from the hamster wheel, I don't even know where it is. I may have to buy a new hamster wheel. Okay? That happens too. It's like once you fall off, it's like it's okay I feel that it's okay to fall off the Is it hamster? Am I using hamster wheel and I mean wagon? Is it fall off the horse? Like, which one is it? Which one is it? What am I falling off of? Whatever you choose to fall off of, your bike, your motorized scooter, you just got to make sure you don't fall off long enough that you lose your bike. Oh, okay. Why that E? Okay, why did that E? So you fall up, so you're on your bike. You're doing great. You got your helmet on. You got your knee pads on, whatever. Okay? And you're riding every single day. You're riding this bike, this metaphorical bike. Maybe it's a legit bike. Maybe you're a cyclist. Then there comes a weekend. It rains. People stop by your house. You don't really have as much time to get on this bike anymore. You're like, okay, I'll get back on it tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes. You're tired. You're like, I'll get back on it. Even if you're even if you're tired or like maybe it's not raining as hard, you probably could get back on it. But you're like, I'll use that as an excuse to not get on it. All of a sudden, too many days now are going by. Where the bike at? Where the bike at? Okay, that's what we have to ask ourselves. Where the bike at? But like, truly, I find that with myself. Like, it's like, okay, like we were doing so great and now we're off and now, oh my gosh, now we got to, like, it's like you feel like you got to start from scratch and it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep starting from scratch. So it's like giving myself the grace to fall off the bike, but also holding myself accountable to get right back on when we're done. Okay? It's the same with like, using our phone, okay? Like, we want to stay off our phone, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, all right, I'm going to give myself like an hour to go on my phone. Like, I want to, I just want to decompress. I want to see what people are up to, what's going on. Now it's 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. No. Give yourself enough grace to say you can use your phone, but enough accountability to say, put the phone down. And that's where the all or nothing comes in. It's like, oh, guess I used my phone. Might as well stay on my phone. Guess I didn't get up to work out today. Looks like I'm never working out ever again in my life. Okay? So that's my goal. My goal is to, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest with you right now. My goal is to look so hot in 2026. It's not even funny. Okay? Like, I'm just being so for real. And that hopefully brings me, now obviously, I don't know what it'll bring me. I'm sure it'll bring me like a lot of confidence, maybe. I don't know. My goal is to look so hot in 2026. Y'all don't even think I'm the same person. You have to go back to my original episodes and say, who is that? Is that the same host? Because this girl looks damn good. Okay? And I'm not just saying that like from a vain perspective. Like, I just want to look hot. No, I know the habits it's going to take to get there are things that I need to be doing. Okay? I'm like trying to like fluff this episode up because I'm trying to be like nice and respectful. I want to look hot. Okay? And if you can't handle that, shut this off. Or join me. Let's all look hot together. Because I know hot girls go to bed early. Hot girls get up early. Hot girls work out. Hot girls eat healthy foods. Hot girls also let themselves sleep in once in a while. They let themselves enjoy some treats. Okay? But they also make sure that they get right back on that bike the next day. In their matching aloe set. It's gorgeous, gorgeous colors. They have every color in their closet. And then, now we look hot. Now we're doing better in life because we feel confident. Now we feel confident we're making more money. You heard me? Yeah. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to pretend that I'm trying to fluff this up. No, let's be so for real. Hot girls do their skincare. Hot girls pay attention when people are talking to them. Hot girls stay present. We're getting hot. Okay? And the habits it takes to get there are habits that are actually going to fulfill us and make us just do better for ourselves. And we know it. We know it. Because otherwise, we're just going to be a slob. And I refuse to be a slob kebab in 2026. Okay, that feels good. It feels good, to be honest. I'm glad we got there. I don't know what just clicked in my head that I needed to get there, but I didn't want to sound like, so vain, so that, no. Like, let's be for real. Why would I want to be an ugly slob? I don't. And I know you don't either. But I was trying to be like calm and protective there and like soft and whatever. No. We're not here to be soft. Okay? You want to go be soft, go listen to some other podcast that just makes you feel good for doing nothing. Okay? Because that's not what we're doing here. And also, I'm talking to myself. If you want to join me, great. But if I'm running on this hamster wheel, riding this bike, riding the horse, whatever, I can do it solo. But if you want me to pick up a bike for you at the store too, I will. We can ride side by side. Oh, that feels so good, guys. Also, I just want to say, like, I got a whole fridge of groceries last night. Like, I have all clean foods in my fridge. I like, my sheets are clean, my pillowcases. I got candles going. Like, I feel good. And we're going to preserve this. You know what's also going to get hotter in 2026? Talking Too Much Pod. Okay? I plan on making some design changes. Still, like, staying true to, like, what I'm doing. But, like, just, like, amplifying. That studio's getting worked on. We're getting photography done. Like, 2026, watch out. You're going to be like, that ain't Hannah. It's me. Hi. It's still me. Oh, another thing I wanted to add. I got all that Christmas decor out of here fast. I came home yesterday from Connecticut. I saw the Christmas decor. I'm like, get it out. Get it out. And by out, I mean into the basement. Okay? Because none of it was real. To the basement you go. We're starting fresh. So my space also feels fresh in that way. Like, I was like, I cannot look at Christmas tree. It's something, I get such the ick after Christmas when the tree is still up. Now, my brunch was a couple days after Christmas, so I had it still up for the party. But there comes a point where I'm like, I have such the ick and I feel gross that the Christmas decor is still in here. Okay? I don't care if I'm being dramatic. Get it out. So it's out. Everything's fresh. We're starting off strong. I was getting things done immediately. I'm like, tree downstairs, garland downstairs, get it out. Anyway, I think that's all I have today. I think that's it. I really don't think there's much more than that. Okay, you got my point. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all the things. Follow me on Instagram at Hanna O'Reilly. I think it's Hanna O'Reilly with 2 Y's on TikTok. Someone had stolen. Someone had already taken the Hanna O'Reilly URL. Otherwise, I would have kept it consistent to make it easier for everyone. Yeah, follow along, comment, like, subscribe, okay? Love reading the comments, so please. Thank you. All right, guys, that's all for me. Thanks so much for watching. Let's talk too much again next week. Bye.